What's up, everybody? It's Too Good Inc. And we saw E3.
I'm pretty sure you all saw E3 too, but we're not gonna be able to talk about it. I don't know if y'all are doing that, but we're doing it.
Can you really say we saw E3 or we saw the press conferences of E3?
Isn't it the same thing?
It's pretty much the same thing.
I mean, like I'm looking with my eyes.
Looking what you get. So anyway, E3 was started this past weekend on Saturday. It's Tuesday.
It's over.
It's over
For the most part.
For the most part. Next few days are just going to be some demos that are, going to be on the floor. We're going to hear more stuff coming out of all the developers, I'm hoping, this week. Because actually, I just looked right now on my feed, and they actually have Ace Combat 7 that got announced.
Really?
Yeah, and I didn't know that. One of the little things, that wasn't part of the big show, or rather the big three.
Yeah, you know what? That always happens. I remember one year, like a little game called Undertale was kind of like under the,
Would you say it was under the tail?
Well, yeah, fine. It was under the tail. No one talked about it. Then the game came out. They were like, "Oh shit, we fucked up." But,
Yeah.
So that happened.
Well, I mean, kind of one of the indie games that would possibly, I guess, be that got like really big billing would be Cuphead.
It is. It's coming out on your birthday.
It's coming out on my birthday.
Finally, Cuphead. This is big because hopefully it can give Microsoft an indie win.
So I actually don't know a single thing about Cuphead. Other than it's a platformer.
It's a platformer. It looks like a 1950s cartoon. I mean that looks.
Well, I mean it's even older, I think, because Steamboat Willie's from like 1916. Or I don't know.
It
It's
looks
old.
It's different, which is why I'm very looking forward to it. So I mean that came out from Microsoft.
Yeah.
I think we're kind of jumping ahead. Let's go in order.
All right, let's go in order. So EA started off the weekend with the conference, and real big stuff coming out of EA. I think the best thing to come out of it was Battlefront 2, excuse me, not Battlefield 2. We've already had Battlefield 2 a long time ago.
This is Battlefront.
Star Wars Battlefront 2. So the game looks great. It seems like they're putting a lot of polish over the game. They're addressing a whole lot of. They kept saying this. Multiplayer was their main focus for Battlefront 2, but they're actually glazing over Battlefront 1's rough spots. They're actually trying to improve whatever they actually were able to accomplish in the first game. It looks pretty slick. I was just watching a couple of videos right now. Pretty excited about it.
I mean, I remember I watched the video. I watched it live, and I'm just like, it looks like it was very cinematic, but it's multiplayer.
Yeah.
It was crazy, and I was just like, this would be phenomenally fun.
Yeah.
I was just already dreaming of being a battle droid for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're in it, but hell yeah, you can be a battle droid.
Yeah, I guess you can just be a battle droid, Roger, the little dudes. But yeah, the gameplay looks pretty sick. All the DLC is going to be free, which is a super big plus. Kind of like how Titanfall 2 has their DLC markup. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to buy skins. You'll be able to pre-order or I guess get new heroes as they come available.
Yeah, is it Rey and Phasma the first free DLC? Right? Oh, not Rey. Finn. Right?
Oh, is it Finn and Phasma?
I think it's Finn and Phasma.
I didn't even know that. I haven't even looked at too much of that.
Yeah, I believe it is Finn and Phasma. They're gonna be the first heroes as free DLC.
That's pretty dope.
And what's cool because Boyega, Josh Boyega, actually announced it, which is pretty awesome. He actually wanted to be there.
You mean John Boyega, not Josh?
John Boyega. There we go.
John
Nice save. But another thing that we don't count overlooking it's gonna have an actual campaign mode this time.
It is, and supposedly it's going to bridge the gap between Return of the Jedi up until Force Awakens, which, I mean, it's for one particular character, so do you think they might come out in the next movie or even the movie after that as a minor character?
It's hard to say. For one thing, this character is from the Empire.
That's true.
And she's a badass from what I've seen, and I don't know her name yet, but I'm pretty sure they know. I just haven't.
Yeah, they have announced it, but I don't know either.
Yeah, but so anything can happen really. But it looks great. I'm very much looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it too. I probably still won't. I just kind of get the clear the air about it. I'm not going to pre-order anything.
Yeah,
until I know exactly what I want out of this.
We're probably not. I'm not going to pre-order anything ever. I give it up on pre-ordering.
I think I have two. I think it's one of the shadier business practices. Speaking of which, so one of the other games that they did talk about was Anthem, which is a brand new IP from BioWare. It looks dope. You get mech suits that you actually crawl into, kind of like Iron Man. I mean, I kept saying it was Iron Man the game over the weekend. What do you think about Anthem?
It's what Destiny should have been from the start.
Well,
That's what Anthem is to
well,
me.
we don't actually know that because Destiny, we had a pretty good idea of what Destiny was going to be from the trailers. And Anthem kind of seems that way, where you have like an open world environment, you can play co-op and stuff like that. It still might be disappointing. That's why I'm saying we're not going to pre-order anything. If you fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, then
you're an idiot. Yeah.
Oh, you can't fool me again.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Division, it brought back a little bit of, that kind of sourness from the Division. I did not play Destiny to its fullest potential. We talk about Destiny a lot, actually.
I mean,
but
to me, the reason I keep on bringing up Destiny is because it's one of those games that has so much potential that just kind of fell flat.
Yeah.
So I always bring it back up again. But Anthem looks great. It looks fun. But you make a good point. We don't know yet. That's just a tech demo.
Sure,
remember years ago at E3 they had the Halo 2 tech demo.
Yeah, they do.
And it was like phenomenally great. And then the game came out and none of that happened.
None of that happened.
So you never know.
Yeah, I never know. That's a lot of things with the games too. Let's not forget, BioWare also developed Andromeda. So, it's kind of one of those things where, we're kind of on the fence on. It looks good though.
Yeah, hopeful. Fingers crossed. I think they have a potential winner right there.
I think so too.
Hopefully.
Well, I mean, we'll see obviously when it comes up, probably in 2 or 3 years or whenever. Is it going to release next year?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, they announced the trailer during EA press conference. They showed the gameplay trailer during the Xbox press conference.
Right.
And let's talk about the Xbox, Microsoft's press conference. The Xbox One X, ladies and gentlemen.
So, I discovered this recently, and I was looking on the internet about the Xbox One X. If you capitalize X, the B, the O, and then the X at the end, you get Xbox. Kind of bringing everything full circle, like 360 degrees.
Oh my
Woo!
God. I hate the internet.
Hell
oh my
yeah.
God.
Hell yeah. I mean, I thought it was pretty clever.
That's pretty slick. It's pretty slick, Microsoft.
It's pretty slick. It's a $500 console.
To me, that's a deal breaker. I'm sorry. If it was $400, hell yes, I'll give you $400. Well, but not $500.
The PS4 Pro came out at $400, and that was obviously a good buy. We're going to get to Sony in just a few minutes. I don't really see it as a deal breaker because it's not something that you absolutely need to have. It is one of those elective devices where if you have a 1080p TV, you can stick with the original Xbox One. If you have a 4K TV, you can get an Xbox One S. You don't have to actually go the extra mile get an Xbox One X because it's made for specifics, to the actual core gamer. If I have a true 4K TV that I paid $4,000,
then hell yeah, you're gonna buy that.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna buy that.
But I guess you make a good point because I don't have that. I don't have a 4K TV, so why would I buy this thing?
Well, I mean, and that's the hard sell, and that's why they're releasing it as an extra option. Kind of like how you had the Xbox 360 Pro and you have the Xbox Elite, and then the Xbox One S, etc. It is a supplemental device to whatever you do have right now. I have a Windows PC, or a gaming PC, I should say, that's pretty dope. So I'm not really in the market to actually buy an Xbox One X. I already have an Xbox One S. So why should I actually get it? Well, I don't have a reason to. A lot of the games are going to be cross-play anyway between PC and Xbox One. So
a lot of people forget that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to come out on Xbox One anyway.
And that's true. But as far as deal breaker goes, if you're just getting into Xbox, absolutely. I think you should just go for it. Kind of the same way if you haven't bought a PS4 yet, go ahead and buy a PS4 Pro. If you haven't bought a Nintendo Wii U, go ahead and buy a Switch because the Wii U's already dead.
Yeah, it's dead.
So.
We'll get to Nintendo in a few minutes also.
So one of the really big things that I didn't like about the Microsoft conference is that they kept pushing 4K gaming, not really talking about the performance-wise of the games right now. They kind of touched base on it, where you're going to get more higher res fidelity, you're going to get better graphics, supposedly, and then 60 FPS. That really wasn't a core kind of talking point on there.
It wasn't.
The only thing, it's pretty vague, and I posted it on Facebook earlier because the actual presser came out, as the image for the pad, and it's like it plays games better. Now that's pretty subjective coming from somebody like me because I know that my PC can play a game better than an Xbox One can.
I'm pretty sure your PC is already stronger than that thing.
Exactly.
So
and it is.
Yeah, no. So yeah, you have a good point.
So I mean, it's one of those things where they are not really marketing it that way, and that's okay for right now. But what's going to happen later down the line when we're just like, hey, did we just buy another Xbox One S? Did we just buy another Xbox One?
Exactly.
Probably.
I mean, it's smaller. So there you go.
If you don't already have space for an Xbox,
you shouldn't own one.
You shouldn't own one.
Exactly. You shouldn't own one.
If that's really bothering you, you shouldn't have one of those. But anyway, they showed off 42 games, I should say. A lot of them not exclusive.
Yeah, all of them are exclusive, but they did make major announcements.
They did make a whole lot of major announcements. They showed off a little bit of Assassin's Creed Origins,
which we knew was coming.
For
months.
Anyway. What else did they show off?
Crackdown 3.
Crackdown 3 with Terry Crews.
Oh man.
That is how you.
That could be the Xbox One X's killer app. Well, I mean, if you think about it, that's like a really good game. Did you try playing that game with that resolution and everything? I mean, they're putting all their money on it. But it looks fun. It looks really fun.
It does look fun. It looks pretty reminiscent of the first two games, which I do love those games.
Yeah.
You know, the first two. I'm hoping they actually do something with it. You know, it does look good. Sea of Thieves was another big game that everybody's really excited about.
I'm really sad about that game. Like, you know, you have no idea. I kept talking to him about it.
Yeah.
The SS Griff is going to be a thing. That's going to be my boat. Let me know in the comments if you want to join my crew. Yo ho ho. You know, freaking, I hate the One Piece strap. I'm not going to say it. Anyway.
Yo ho ho, you ate a bottle, or you ate a...
Bottle of gum gum? Yeah, no, they're not going to do that. But no, Sea of Thieves looks great. It looks like classic Rare. It's a classic Rare game.
It is a classic Rare game. The Mixer kind of...
They kind of just like, oh yeah, we have Mixer games.
Well, I mean, it was announced with Mixer, so like you have like player-known Battlegrounds, which is actually really badass.
Yeah,
and it looked great.
It looked great on it. And that's another thing. It's gonna be on the console.
Yeah, and it looked like holy shit. It looks really good. But that's one of the things where it's like you're gonna have Mixer now implemented into these games, so you're gonna be able to actually either manipulate whatever's going on screen as you're watching. So if you're watching the screen, for example, you might send a curse or something their way if you're playing Sea of Thieves, or you might drop a box or something for somebody in player-known Battlegrounds. So they're pushing that.
They're pushing it,
and that's cool too.
That is cool because it's very interactive.
Yeah, and having used Mixer already, I mean, it's a good platform. It's not the best platform. Twitch is still going to be king. And then I won't even talk about YouTube gaming because fuck YouTube gaming.
Yeah, fuck YouTube gaming.
But Mixer seems like a pretty good fit, at least for that infrastructure, for that console. And hopefully they do something with it that's obviously going to make it more worth, more people start tuning in.
I'm pretty sure it's going to get better as it goes. So it's a step in the right direction. Another thing I like to bring up about the Microsoft press conference, it just literally to me came out of nowhere, was a Minecraft announcement.
And that's cool too.
That is freaking phenomenal.
So if you've ever wanted to play high-res Minecraft, which still looks like Minecraft, it's still blocky as shit.
I mean,
it just looks pretty. It's less pixelated, I guess.
It looks more like a Lego.
It does.
Yeah, instead of a play blocks.
It does look more like a Lego. That got announced, and then you're also going to be able to play cross-platform, completely cross-platform. Yeah. So if I have Minecraft on my Switch, you have it on Xbox, somebody else has it on PC, we can all get together in the same server and we can play.
I'm glad you brought that up because I was talking to my coworker Ray. He's just like, Ray, if you play Minecraft PC, I'm on Xbox, I'm going to go mess up your crap. He's like, oh, well, my castle's a Walmart. I'm like, oh, I'm going to burn that bitch down.
Exactly.
So, like, great. One last thing about the Microsoft, like, this isn't an exclusive title. It's for all platforms, but I have to me, it was, like, one of the most hyped moments. The new Dragon Ball Z game.
Oh, man. Okay.
The new Dragon Ball Z game from ARC and Namco Bandai. Holy shit. That's all I could say. I am so ready for that game.
So, I mean, I kind of follow the fighting game community because I love fighting games. One of the big things about this game is that it's already taking thunder away from Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And that's fucking hilarious. Because if you saw Sony's presser and you saw that game.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
And we'll get to that in a few minutes. Holy shit, wow. It looks like garbage. Anyway, this new game from Dragon Ball Z, super excited. Made from the same folks that brought you BlazBlue, Guilty Gear. That really badass. They've done licensing
They
before.
did Persona.
They did Persona,
Yeah.
and then they also did Fist of the North Star way back when on PS2.
Yeah.
So these folks know how to make a 2D fighter. It looks slick as fuck. You have 3-on-3 battles.
Like I don't know if you've seen it. They already have videos on like online.
Oh yeah, I have.
And it's just like ridiculous. It literally is. It does the anime justice.
I think
And
it does
I am
too.
super excited for this game.
Super stoked for that one. And I guess one more little thing about like State of Decay 2. That looked pretty good
That
too.
did look good too. Like I was, it's not Left 4 Dead 3, but it'll do.
It isn't Left 4 Dead 3, but it will do. Man, I don't think we're missing anything major.
No, we're pretty much done with Microsoft. I mean, if we miss anything, please let us know.
Yeah,
But let's move on.
Okay, so Sony. Sony was yesterday evening, which should be Monday, and this video probably won't even reach by the time that comes out. Whatever, not important. So Sony's conference started off pretty strong. We got a new look at the new Uncharted game that's coming out this fall. Looks pretty badass. My audio sucks, so I didn't get to hear a lot of it, but it seemed like there was some cool banter going on.
Yeah, they were looking for Ganesh's tusk. That's what it was.
That's what it really
That's
is.
what it was. Yeah,
That's what
they're
it really
looking
is.
for Ganesh's tusk. That's what they're really looking for. I'm not making it up.
So Ganesh,
Ganesh.
the actual
You had me at tusk, so
fucking asshole.
hell yeah.
Anyway, so we got a really good look at that. There's gonna be DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn. I recently bought that game. Holy shit, that game is fucking amazing. It kind of lost some of its thunder because of Breath of the Wild when that came out, but I can guarantee you that if you have a PS4 and you haven't bought that game, go buy that game. It was $40 this week, or last week, I should say. It will be $40 again. It's gonna be $20 pretty soon. I have a feeling that it is gonna do that, and then they'll probably release some extra Ultimate Edition down the line with the DLC.
No doubt.
But supposedly the DLC is going to continue where the story left off. And then what else did we get into? We got to look at Days Gone,
Which I thought was actually The Last of Us 2. It's already like, is this The Last of Us 2?
Yeah,
But it
yeah.
isn't. Which is, it's okay. It's a new IP, I guess.
It's another new IP, right?
And I just saw all the zombies come out, or I don't even know if they are zombies, but I was just like, nope, that's crazy. It looks good. It looks fun.
It looks fun.
Very suspenseful. I was very suspenseful, like just watching the damn thing.
I was very interested in it, and the reason I was very interested in that game, primarily because the zombies are not just shambling, dudes or whatever.
They're running.
They're running, so they're actually more like a force of nature than anything else. And then speaking of which, zombie bear at the end. You got a fucking zombie bear
That's
at the end of the trailer.
We didn't get that squid bear in Skyrim, but we got a zombie bear.
We sure didn't get that Squid Bear in Skyrim. Yeah. Oh, we didn't even mention Bethesda.
Well,
Okay, so to cut things short, The Evil Within 2 looks pretty trippy.
looks like Evil Within.
Yeah, and then they're also
New Dishonored game.
New Dishonored game. Well, I think it's DLC. Is it a new game or new
I
Dishonored?
think it's a new game, man.
I'm not sure. So
Well, we'll look into it, but I want to say it's a new game.
and Wolfenstein 2.
Wolfenstein looks great. Let's just say that.
Yeah, Wolfenstein looks like the most promising out of that actual press conference, which is mostly advertisements, and it kind of pissed me off. I was like, what the fuck is all this shit?
I don't know. I mean, there's also virtual reality, but
That's true.
I mean, yeah, if you have a headset, go for it.
If you have a VR headset, you can play Skyrim.
Yeah, I mean, you could do those like Phosphoroda and whatever.
I don't think it works that way.
Well, they fucked up then.
Okay. Well, anyway, moving on to Sony again, coming back to it. Then we got a really good look at a brand new fucking Monster Hunter, but it's going to be for PS4, Xbox, and PC.
Which I did not see that coming.
I didn't either.
That was a very nice surprise. The trailer was kind of stupid in my opinion, but it still looked like fun. I was just like, how is this T-Rex not seeing this dude? He's just under a leaf. Well, whatever.
It looked fucking phenomenal. And then we got to look at a whole bunch of VR games. One of them looked like a little mouse, like running through a thing.
I thought it was Mouse Guard.
Yeah, and then there was
wasn't Mouse Guard.
And there was a mouse guard. There was like a little no face in the water. There's a fucking Final Fantasy 15 fishing game. You get to chill out with your bros.
Like I said, it's
drink beer, catch fish.
It's just like I said, it's just a glorified game, like remake of Sega's Pro Bass Fisher. That's all it is.
But it's better.
Because you're with your bros.
Because you're with your bros, exactly. So what else? God of War. That's now, I guess, officially going to be known from here on out as Dad of War.
Dad of War, yep.
So
and release date early 2018.
Early 2018. And a lot of these games are actually pushed back to 2018. And a lot of these games were actually announced last year. So they've been working on them diligently to actually push them out. And we're just getting extra glimpses of them. Dead of War looks pretty damn good. It's gonna heavily rely on Norse mythology, like everybody previously thought it was.
And the world snake at the end.
Yeah, the world snake. Yeah, it's actually the world serpent.
The world sun.
Or serpent, whatever.
Whatever.
Anyway, he looks cool.
He has a beard.
He does have a beard, kind of like Kratos does. It seems like there's a lot more story to it, and it's like that inner turmoil between him and his son. Looks like there's going to be a lot of back and forth between the two, and it's not one of those mamby-pamby, I'm not going to do shit as a side character. You're not going to, have to get me from A to B. He actually seems like he's actually going to help out whenever you're fighting something huge.
Which is a breath of fresh air. It really is.
It is, yeah, especially coming from Resident Evil 4, which, it's fucking shit.
Or 5.
5 was good. 5 was fucking great.
Okay, anyway.
Also,
what else happened?
Shadow of the fucking Colossus.
Yeah, I saw that and I was just like, I think Sony won, but then I found out later it was a remake, so I thought it was a new one. So, no, they lost points.
No, I mean, it looks awesome for a remake, and it's not just a regular, hey, here's a PS2 or PS3 version of it, upscale. They're actually going back and
it seems like from the ground up.
It's from the ground up. It looks really fucking dope. I can't wait to play that one. I think out of all the games that we looked at, I think that's the one I'm actually going to pre-order because I love Shadow of the Colossus.
We're just saying we're doing pre-ordering, but that's the one game. That's the one exception.
I think that's going to be the one exception, to be honest with you.
Speaking of pre-ordering, I am no longer going to pre-order that $200 edition of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite for reasons. Because if you saw that trailer, holy crap, it looks like crap.
The animation looks disgusting, I think, at least as far as the story mode goes. Apparently...
I heard it's really corny.
I heard the fighting is actually good. Yeah, the script is very corny from what I heard. The fighting is actually pretty good. Well, the actual game.
They got that going for it.
At least they got that going for it. The art looks ugly. It looks like a cell phone game. I told everybody on Facebook, it looks like a 10-year-old fucking video game. It honestly does.
I also didn't like the voice acting. It's just...
There's probably a little bit too much voice acting and story mode in this. But
I guess.
But when you consider that Street Fighter V literally had no story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
Or rather, no cutscenes. It was just like, hey, we're going to put a still image on here, and then we're going to do like 2 seconds of animation, and then boom, you're good. So it'll be part of the character list have already leaked. It's 24 or 25 characters. There's a couple of extra slots for extra people. Not a lot of newcomers. I think there's only
I think
Rocket.
I saw, no, Rocket was in Ultimate, remember?
Oh yeah, he was.
I think it's just like Gamora,
Ultron, Captain Marvel,
Black Panther's in it. Which, by the way, that trailer's badass. Go look that up too.
Oh yeah, if you haven't seen that, that is a badass trailer. But yeah, right then and there, I kind of made a decision. I'm not gonna buy this game on right out. And the story mode demo was actually announced last night. I haven't had a chance to download it yet, but I'm not gonna buy that. I'm definitely gonna look at that Dragon Ball Z game instead. Yeah, that'd be my fighter if anything. Yeah, coming out of E3.
And I think millions of people would agree with you. But you know what I was thinking too is just like, did like the good part of Capcom just jump on the Monster Hunter game and just like kind of like, oh, screw this game.
they really honestly might have.
Right? Because like I was like, why couldn't that art director work on Marvel's Capcom Infinite?
I have no idea.
It would have looked 1,000 times better, but whatever.
That's neither here nor there. That we're not gonna buy it. Then we also saw Detroit become human.
But that was just basically a big ass cinematic trailer. It really didn't show any gameplay.
Well, I mean, if you've ever played Heavy Rain, and if you've ever played...
Oh, I played Heavy Rain.
Did you play Heavy Rain?
I did play Heavy Rain.
Okay, so Heavy Rain, I think it's the same team that made Indigo Prophecy. I could be wrong about that. I'm not really sure. It's Heavy Rain, and then it's that other one with Ellen Page and...
It's about like Two Souls?
Beyond Two Souls or something like that. I can't remember. I'm sorry. They're the ones making that game, so you can automatically tell it's going to be heavy on, branching storylines, branching missions where you're actually going to have to make
emotional dialogue.
Dialogue. The voice acting still seems pretty stiff. If you've ever played Heavy Rain, you know exactly what that means. It's going to sound awkward when they're actually talking. I think for the most part, though, it could be a really good game. I'm not going to just knock it right off the bat and just be like, fuck this game, it's not going to be good.
We'll wait and see.
Yeah, we'll wait and see.
I mean, come on. It's a pretty generic plot. AI is like, are we human? Are we rebel? Stuff like that. Nothing new. Nothing new, really.
Yeah, AI, are we human or are we dancers?
Yeah, basically.
Just kidding. All right, and what else came out? Spider-Man.
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 I mean, that's pretty much it. This is what ended it. We first went over everything with Sony, but Spider-Man. Holy shit, Spider-Man. He's a menace.
Yeah, Spider-Man is a menace, and I need pictures of Spider-Man on my desk tomorrow morning. Open world combat game, very reminiscent of the Arkham series, which is fucking cool. And then if you've ever played the original Spider-Man games, where you actually had a little bit of open world,
Yeah, like the old school PlayStation games.
old school PlayStation games, it kind of actually pulls a little bit of that also, I think, into it. One of the things I did really, really, really kind of trip me out about it is what universe is it in? Is that Peter Parker? Because Miles Morales is at the end of the trailer.
That's right. And I was telling him like when we were like chatting like, or in the press conference, I was like, there's not enough witty banter out. That's why I was just like, is this even Peter Parker? And then like, I don't know. I really don't know.
Actually, I think it might be because I went back and watched the trailer, and whatever you couldn't hear on the actual conference, you can hear in that stream.
Okay.
And it is, it's there. I don't like QuickTime events because I'm old, but I mean, it seems
like there's a lot of.
Seems like there's a lot.
But it looked like, to be fair, they look pretty sick.
They do.
They look pretty sick. And Mr. Negative's like, I think the main villain.
Which, he might be. I'm still holding out that there's gonna be more villains for you to actually get. And I was kind of fishing around the idea of like, oh man, what if they had like Spider Island DLC or
man, that would be badass.
Or like one more day kind of shit, that's going on.
That would not be bad. You went for like hell yeah to
so
what superior Spider-Man? You're onto something.
Bullshit.
Marvel, Sony, Naughty. Who makes it? Insomniac Games. Make it happen.
No, fuck superior. That. Anyway, so that closed out the night with a really badass trailer. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, take a look at that one. And I guess Nintendo's next.
Before we jump to Nintendo,
should we talk about Ubisoft?
Ubisoft.
All right, so I think
not a lot of Ubisoft.
Not a lot of Ubisoft.
You want $800 collector's edition Assassin's Creed?
Well,
pre-order it now.
You can pre-order it now, and some of the shit will actually get here before the fucking game ships. They announced Steep. Road to the Olympics. They also announced The Crew 2, and you can pilot planes and shit like that. They showed off some pretty slick footage of Far Cry 5. Pretty excited about that one.
Oh yeah.
That actually looks a pretty badass game. And then Beyond Good and Evil 2 got officially announced, and it is a prequel.
It's a prequel now, and they got rid of the pig, but they have a monkey.
They have a monkey
so
now.
So that'll work, and I've learned that trailer taught me to never be late for a date. So thank you, Ubisoft. But still, fuck you, because I want that pig monkey. But then again,
pig monkey or pig man?
Pig man. I'm really excited about it. I was just like, okay, I'm all in. Let's go for it.
I've never played the first one. I have a free copy of it on my computer that I'm gonna actually crack into.
So do I. Oh, I do recommend it. It actually is pretty fun.
It is actually pretty fun. Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna look out for that one coming in. Nintendo knocked it out of the fucking park, in my opinion. I think they won E3.
Before we even get to that, Ubisoft also announced Nintendo with Mario and
Rabbids. Okay, yeah. So that's a pretty good segue.
And people were like, what the fuck? Understandably so. But then, you have to see the trailer. It's like, this looks fun as hell.
It's actually.
Oh my god.
I guess that was one of the real big things where it's kind of like, oh, we're going to approach this kind of like with some cautious optimism because it could be good, it could be bad. But people actually seem to be really receptive to it.
People are playing it right now as we speak right now, and they're loving it.
And they love it, yeah. So Ubisoft, Nintendo, no shit. Ubisoft announced that. Oh, and I guess Bethesda also announced that Skyrim's going to be out this year, and then you're going to be able to get amiibo support and all that bullshit too.
This goes with Nintendo, so great. Nintendo is using these third parties to their really good true fanboy potential.
I think they are too, and that's one of the things that they really needed from everybody who's not an actual Nintendo developer or not published by Nintendo, all this other bullshit, because they had really weak games with the Wii U and really weak third-party games. So I think they're actually trying to bring in all the extra good shit from all these third-party developers. So, and alongside those two, Rocket League got announced for the Switch.
Which you could have hats.
Which you can have hats from Mario.
I'm just like, okay, look, Nintendo, you did great, but I still don't have an F-Zero game. I don't know. I just felt like I'm just gonna say this and make my peace. Why not have F-Zero related content for Rocket League?
That could work.
That could have worked. I'm done. Maybe it'll come out. I'll shut the fuck up about F-Zero now.
I miss F-Zero too. So a couple of other games obviously got announced. They're making a new Yoshi game,
which looks like Paper Mario.
which looks like Paper Mario. They're making a new Kirby game,
Which is just called Kirby.
which is called Kirby. They're also making a Fire Emblem's Heroes game, which actually looks pretty badass. Have everybody from all the series. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is coming out.
I think they're going to release it.
So yeah, it's coming out this fall. Mario Odyssey is also coming out this year. It's actually got pushed up, so it will be available this fall as well.
And I just heard also like recently that people, it's ambitious. It's like Mario 64.
It is like Mario 64. There's a whole lot of extra shit in there. You get to take your hat off and then like throw it on things, and you can actually control them. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, that is pretty. It's pretty cool.
I mean, I'm still not sold on the fucking eyes on the hat.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
what can you do?
Exactly.
But it's a Nintendo game. It's a Mario game.
It is a Mario game.
Mario games really don't suck unless it's a sports-related game. So
That's not true. Name one fucking sports game that sucks that has Mario in it.
The soccer one sucked.
No, man, this shit was cool. Fucking Strikers. Anyway, they also announced that they're going to be making a new Pokemon game, and it is going to be available on the Switch. They're developing that, so that was a really good announcement. They talked a little about Pokken also, I think. I didn't see that part.
Yeah, I don't remember. But I guess the major thing.
Metroid Prime 4. Holy shit.
It's just a logo right now, but it's
coming. Logo, but it's in development. So I really think they actually dug down deep and they were just like, hey, you like Nintendo. Let's go ahead and bring something back. And that was the one that they fucking actually said, hey, let's bring back.
When's the last time Metroid... When did Prime come out? It was in the GameCube era?
GameCube era, I think. No, it was probably Wii.
It was probably the Wii era.
It was probably the Wii era.
That's such a long time ago now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Prime came out, Prime 2, and then Prime 3 came out on the Wii.
It's a long time coming.
It's been a shit long time coming. And, they try to, kind of revitalize the series with, like, other M. There was that weird-ass fucking 3DS game that came out last year.
No one really played it.
No one really played it.
But they are making a new one. Samus Returns.
Samus Returns, which is a remake of Metroid 2 for the original NES. So I think it's actually going to be a pretty good experience, I guess, for everybody. Like, if you've never played Metroid Prime before, you have Switch, go ahead and get it. I'm still not sold on the Switch. I think they need to have some more games.
Well, when these games come out, then yes, get a Switch. That's what I think.
You really think so?
I think so. Actually, I'm going to go... I honestly believe when the Mario Odyssey comes out, that'll be a good time because you have Legend of Zelda and that game and Mario and Rabbids. I mean, they're fun games.
They're fun games.
So and also third-party games like Skyrim. So I'd say around the fall this year, that's probably Nintendo's gonna be printing money again.
Well,
no doubt.
They're making more amiibos.
Yeah,
they're making 4 more amiibos for Breath of the Wild. The DLC number 2 is actually gonna come out. It's gonna be centered on the 4 champions. If you played that game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Looks pretty slick. Also, can't wait to play that shit. I haven't bought the season pass yet, so I'm gonna have to see if it actually comes out on Wii U or not.
But yeah, that's Nintendo. I mean, you think they want?
I think in my eyes, it's either Nintendo or Sony. I wasn't really wild with the Xbox, to be honest with you. Which seems to me a lot of people are actually really excited about the Xbox, but why? Why are you?
Maybe they don't own one.
Possibly.
Sure, but
that's true.
I don't know. I don't really think it's a real winner. I mean, but if I had to pick something, I probably would go with Nintendo because it seems like all their announcements were pretty solid. I remember watching, the Sony conference of they had a row of really, games I don't really care about.
Yeah, pretty much right when VR started and then right when VR stopped. So it's just
whatever.
I mean, not knocking anybody who has a VR headset, but I mean, it's not for me.
Yeah, it's
definitely.
I mean, I played it before. I'm not. I mean, maybe someday, but not right now.
Yeah, I think when
I'd rather do VR indie games. In all honesty,
that seems like a better safe bet to actually do that.
Yeah. So I don't know. Are we missing anything?
I don't think so. But we can talk about all the games they didn't talk about. Well, for one thing, there was no word of Death Stranding. There was no Red Dead Redemption 2.
There was no Last of Us.
There's no Last of Us 2. I have a kind of like a sinking feeling that they really don't want to push out any more Microsoft IP as of right now.
Yeah, there's no Halo.
There's no Halo. There's no Gears of War. I'm kind of thinking that they're going back to the drawing board with those 2 games. Not necessarily Gears of War 4. I think they're making a lot of money off of microtransactions, all that other bullshit. But I think, especially with Halo, they really got to just beef it up
They-
after Halo 5.
They got to, because especially now in this era of Battlefields and Titanfalls and Overwatches, they need to do something to stay in the
They
game.
need to do something to stay in the game. And yeah, they talked about Lawbreakers being $29.95.
Which is pretty dope.
Pretty dope. Yeah, and Cliffy B even said it. None of that $60 online multiplayer only bullshit. So thanks, Cliffy B. That was
Thanks,
pretty
Cliffy.
dope.
That was pretty cool.
But yeah, man, I think E3 was pretty good this year. It wasn't. I don't think it's as good as it was last year or even the year before then. But then again, you had a lot more shit to actually get excited about. I think they just played it safe this year,
Everyone played it safe.
and that's good because you don't want to set the expectations too high. We all
Because
know
a lot of games get delayed.
or canceled.
Scale down.
Yep, exactly. So, that was it pretty much. I mean,
Yeah,
anything that you want to add on that?
yes. Where the fuck was Bubsy? I know it got announced last week.
What?
You can't fuck with me. Where is it? If that game was shown, it would have won E3.
Bullshit. Fuck that.
We've all been waiting for it secretly for the past 20 years. It's finally happening. I think they just played it safe because they're like, we don't need to show anything because we already got all the hype in the world. That's all I got. That's it.
I guess. I guess. Well, stay tuned for more Too Good Incorporated here on YouTube. If you like this video, like it, share it, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And my name is Pete,
I'm Andy.
and we don't have a closing kind of slogan, so just don't do drugs.
I mean, well, if you do, be responsible about it. That's right.